I'm excited. I'm getting God damn it. I made up that sentence just before I started recording, and I decided I was going to start the episode with it. But now I guess I can't. What I was going to say is I'm excited, and I'm excited because I'm finally going to get the engine capacity races done and be able to move on to doing proper actual TT races that exist. But I'm not going to be able to do that anymore. Let's ride a weird bike that I probably wouldn't ride anywhere else otherwise. The Benelli Tornado, which I've literally never heard of outside of this game. I don't know. I mean, it's probably real. I wouldn't put it past it being real. You know, I don't. This game doesn't have any made-up content that I know of in it, so you know, I'm not gonna call Jester a bunch of creatives. Well, I mean, now it sounds like an insult, but you know, I'm not calling them creative. But the Benelli Tornado, yeah, probably not in any other games if it's real, and I've never heard of it in real life either. So maybe that bears looking into a little later on. I don't know. What I do know is that I hope this doesn't turn out to be another FZR situation where the bike's not quick enough. But you know, I had a quick glance at its stats just before we started out, and it looked like it will be just fine. And off the line, it looks like it will be just fine as well. So nothing to worry about, except for trying to keep a 1000cc bike in line, I guess. And I'll find out if I can do that when we get to the first corner. Yeah, I mean, I had a bit of a moment. I almost slid out the front wheel, but apart from that, should be alright. Bike is super weird looking. Especially like the bit under the back end where it looks like it has like jet thrusters or something. It looks a bit weird. Not like in an especially bad way, just like, you know, it's different. If you look at that yellow one, probably another Gixxer, and you'll see, you know, most bikes have a fairly flat rear end underside like that, but this one has weird fans going on. Maybe it's ground effect. Maybe this is a banned Formula 1 car. Either way, certainly quick enough to win. I just have to not crash into anything. Which is something I'm not so good at not doing on the big bikes in this game, if I'm honest. Looking at my past experience. Not necessarily in this Let's Play, but my past experience of riding them in the game. I usually have a fair bit of difficulty. Although I'm going to have to learn pretty fast because the TT is coming up within the next, you know, couple of episodes. Probably at the end of this one, I'll try and figure out how long before... Oh, no, wait, no, because in the game, they're not in the same order that they are in real life, so I'd have to bring up my notepad document, and it's not really worth it, but... The point is, there's, like, less than 10 episodes before I'm doing... Actually, no, I'm doing a full lap of the TT in the Manx GP on the 1000cc bike. But, like, you know, the actual TT, you know, multiple laps that I'm going to have to, probably going to have to keep being fairly quick on because there's opponents, so I need to not crash as much. Yeah, I don't know how well I'm going to fare on that, but I'll certainly give it a good shout. Gotta get a move on. Gotta do a full lap of the TT today. I've got to get an episode of the Manx GP done. Definitely. Definitely. Gotta do that. Gotta do that. That's a need. That's not just a want, that's a need. I have to record my first episode of this Let's Play that includes a full lap of the TT course. Gotta do that in this session. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have time. You know, there's no reason why I shouldn't have time. You know, apart from maybe if the sidecars take fucking forever. But it's 4:45 now. Like I've said, I have until a little bit after 6 in terms of how much time I have to record. I don't particularly want to have a wank, so I mean, today, most days, I don't know. Today I'm much more focused on playing the games. I've got to get that. Yeah, really got to get up and do a lap of the TT. Just got to. One whole lap. Preferably without crashing, just to show that I can actually do it. It'll be a lot easier to get to that faster if I didn't have to follow this Suzuki around. I'm gonna go for a pass while he scrapes up the wall. Maybe not. Try and take a tighter line than him. And then get a more sweeping line. Oh! Well, he just completely came over into me there. But it worked out in my favor in the end, so I'm not going to be too angry at him for doing that. Oh no, he's back. Okay, now I'm going to be angry. What a dickhead. He didn't even look before he completely came over to where I was. Jesus. Now he's disappearing down the straight. And that's just because the Suzuki is OP in a straight line. X button mashed all the way in. Hair in my eyes again. Not going to sort that out until I've beaten this guy on this bright yellow Suzuki. I mean, yellow is the color I most associate with Suzukis, but like Yamaha used to race yellow bikes and all, and I mean in this game, you know, the cover Suzuki has is blue like I'd expect a Yamaha to be, and in MotoGP the Suzukis and the Yamahas are blue. So I don't know. I'm not entirely sure why I associate Suzuki with yellow, but it's just something that... Fuck! Oh shit, I saw the cloud of smoke and I thought he went down as well, so I didn't really panic when I first crashed, but now that I've seen he was still going, I'm a little bit angry at myself for letting that happen. Yeah, like, I expect Yamahas to be blue, Hondas to be red, Ducatis are red as well, but they're like a darker red. KTM is orange, Kawasaki is green, etc. Husqvarna is white, etc., etc. You know, all bikes have their color. But Suzuki and Yamaha have to come along and make it difficult for everyone. I mean, mostly me, because I must be the only one that focuses on this kind of stuff a fair bit. But I mean, you know, it's still... Brush my hair out my eyes. Shit, I'm not leading the event. Oh, fuck me. Of course I'm not leading the event standing. It's not allowed to have a bad race. Oh well. I'll bring it back with the next one. If I'd have finished second there instead of third, I'd have had it. But I didn't. So, I didn't. Oh well. Still plenty of, you know, there's still 3 stages to go, including this one. So I've got time. It's not that I don't have time, because I've got time. Um, as long as I don't, yeah, as we've seen from the first stage, as long as I don't fall, I should be alright to take first place. I'm thinking maybe it'd be worse qualifying. Maybe not for the Manx GP races, but definitely for the. Although, isn't it based on like the amount of time it takes? I actually don't. I mean, I watch it every year, and I'm still not entirely sure how the TT is scored. I think it might be on the amount of time it takes you to get all the laps done and stuff. Like it kind of like, I mean, similar to an endurance race or a time trial, I guess. But I'm not sure how it will be done in this game. I know that it sets you off individually without these your opponents riding nearby you, because you have more than 5 opponents in the actual TT races and stuff. I know that. And it's mostly about being against the clock, I'm pretty sure. But I'm not sure if it would be worse qualifying, maybe. I don't know. Maybe if there's a 1-lap TT event, I probably won't try it on camera. Actually, yeah, when I get around to doing the TT, I'll do the shortest event. Wait, no, because I've got that all. No, I'm supposed to be doing that in the actual order that it's done at the TT. Ah, this is so difficult to figure out what I'm gonna do if I should qualify or not. I probably will start out, without qualifying. And then if it doesn't work, I'll go back off camera and qualify for the events that aren't the one that I failed on. Because I don't want to do the same event twice. So if I manage to lose one of the TT races in an episode I'm recording, then, that'll be the one that goes up to get the episode out there. And then the win I'll do later on. Because the win is less important. Especially, trying to figure out how the TT actually works than the game. But as soon as I've figured out if I need to qualify or not, that's when the win becomes more important. Because I've got to win the TT. For little child me, could barely get around one corner on a little 125 when he was playing this game on novice handling mode years and years and years ago. I've got to take those dreams of being good at this game and make them a reality by winning the TT. All of them. All of it. The whole thing. Sidecars, senior, production, junior. I don't know how you can be a junior and a senior, but there was that musical, thing. So being a junior and a senior at the same time isn't impossible. Do 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 do. Wow, fuck! Now I don't know what that song was called. Great. Oh well, we all know the one I'm talking about. If you just search up junior senior, it'll be the first one. Oh yeah, it's called it's the one that goes everybody move your feet and then he says do the, and then the word after that I could never make out. So, I'm not even going to try. It might be move your feet into the 90s. But I always thought it was like move your feet, then do the, I don't know. Maybe I thought there was a dance move called the Nardi or something. I don't know. Never been good at listening to songs. The intro song from Motocross Madness 2 is probably my worst case of misheard lyrics, because I'd play Motocross Madness 2 as a little baby boy, loved the intro song, never knew at all how it went, apart from like making the same kind of sounds as the singer. So yeah, definitely got a lot of those words wrong. Can't remember quite why I got them wrong as, back in ye olden days, but it was only like 1 or 2 years ago that I actually found out that the song was New Skin by Incubus. So when I went and I looked it up and I had a bit of a nostalgic listen to the whole thing, I had a look at the words. Um, you know, how wrong I got some of them, I remember being fairly shocked by. So, basically, the moral of the story is, who fucking knows what Junior Senior was singing when he made that weird noise on the chorus of Everybody, Move Your Feet, etc., etc. Fuck! Oh, great, and he just rode straight through my bike. Fantastic. Well, here goes another shit one. And I'm only 2 points up in the championship, so that guy is probably going to take it back. Ugh. Take the lead back, and then I'm going to have to pull out something special on the final stage. He's going to finish second, and, there's not going to be enough points up for grabs for me to seal the deal and win it. Gotta come second. Gotta come second, at least. If not first, definitely second on this one. Although it would help if I wasn't constantly having moments like that both make it, give me a serious risk of crashing and losing even more time. But I lose time anyway when I forward there because I thought I was going to go into the bollards. But I lose time anyway because, I'm not on the ground. And when I'm not on the ground, I'm not putting any power down. It's the #1 rule. That's why motocross isn't about big flashy jumps no more. It's about keeping yourself as low as possible. Which, I guess the racing does, actually happen when the bikes are on the ground. But the big flashy jumps are cool. Supercross is supposed to be about big flashy jumps, not, the bikes barely going a foot higher than the lip of the jump. But what do I know? I only watch it sometimes. Actually, no, I'm keeping up with the 2018 season so far. This episode is going to be released, weeks into the future from where I am now. So I don't know how Eli Tomac will be doing then, but I'm supporting him because I kind of recognize his name, and also because he's on a Kawasaki, and he's the best rider on the Kawasaki, and I want to see the Kawasaki's do well. So that's why I'm a Tomac fan for this season. When you go into a... Fuck you! Can't believe I've just done that. Right, now I need to get 4 more points in him. And I don't think I'm going to be able to do it, to be honest. But it's worth a shot. I'm not going to back out of this one like I did with the 400s. I'm going to see if I can make something happen on this one. Seems unlikely. But, maybe he'll fall into that corner where all the 750s went off and gift me the win there. Right, last round on the liter bike before I'm on sidecars. Away. I mean, we've been away for a few seconds now. I always make it sound like my audio is out of sync sometimes, even when it isn't. Oops. Excuse me, Kawasaki. Excuse me, you lot. I mean, of course, the Suzuki is beating everything else by a country mile because it's the most overpowered bike in the game, probably. I imagine the race modded Suzuki is much faster even than the production one up there in the lead, but I'll still put a bit of effort into catching it. By a bit of effort into catching it, I mean a lot of effort into catching it, because I need to get this done. Because I want to win this championship overall. So that, so that I can win it in the episode, and then I can look better at the game. But right now, as it stands, I mean, if I hadn't crashed that second time on stage 4, I'd definitely, you know, be sitting pretty in a place where, yeah, I'm almost definitely going to win. But now it doesn't look likely, purely because of how quick the guy in the Gixxer is and how I'm down on points. So let's not find my way into the Dunlop banner back there. Actually keep it on the road this time, unlike the Yamaha 750 I was riding a little while ago. And by a little while ago, I mean last week. For me, that would have been about 20 minutes ago. Is he going to crash here? No. Alright, well, considering you get 10 points for winning and 8 points for second place, and the gap between me and him is 4 points, I'm still going to come second overall, even if I win this one. Purely based on the fact that he's right there in second place. You know, you can kind of predict these things, especially with how far ahead of the rest of the field we are. You know, even, I think it was a Yamaha or a Honda that I lost second place to when I fell off the second time in the last round. Kind of wish that Honda was hanging around there to maybe give the Suzuki a fight, but it seems like unless he's fighting the Suzuki... Oh, wait, I'm trying to word this in. It seems like if I'm not fighting the Suzuki, he is, but because I fought the Suzuki, he's not, if you see kind of what I mean. So I put up a decent fight for this championship, but you know, if I'd have crashed one less time, I mean, ideally, if I'd have crashed 3 less times, but if I'd have crashed one less time, then I would have won it. But it's just one of those tragic little things that sometimes happens. There's not really anything you can do, apart from vow to ride better next time. Oh no, you only get 6 points for second place. That means I took it. I mean, we drew. We got even points, but that means I took the win. Okay. Woo. Hey! I was getting a little bit depressed there, but it's come back. Now I'm excited because I won. I probably don't sound all that excited, but I'm genuinely pleased with how that turned out. You know? That's not the kind of thing you expect to happen, but hey, mistakes into miracles, am I right? That's unlocked the Manx GP events. You've got the senior, the junior, the lightweight, and the ultra lightweight. I imagine the ultra lightweight is 125s, then the lightweight is like 400s, and then these are probably both 1000cc. But I'll go for the ultra lightweight in the episode where I actually do my Manx GP thingy that I've been talking about doing for the last few episodes. That won't be for another 2 weeks though, because next week, Arai Expert sidecars. Hopefully, I mean, that was a pretty nail-biting finish, but I didn't know it was going to be a nail-biting finish. You know, yeah, I'm pleased that I drew on points, but the game gave me the win, luckily. It gave us both the win. Although he did have to stand in second place on the podium, I'm just saying. Because I took the first win and he didn't. I won a race before it. Probably works on Formula 1 rules, to be honest. I'm rambling. Sidecars next week.